Hello. Okay. Hi, Facebook. All right. And we are live on Instagram also. Hello. All right. Getting set up here, guys. Okay. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about why you are feeling stuck in your coaching business. And it may not be what some folks are wanting to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway. So, also wishing you a happy first day of Women's History Month. March is my favorite month, not only because it's my birthday month. Aries season is coming, by the way. I'm going to keep plugging that. Y'all can get tired of hearing me say that. But it's also the beginning of spring. So, new beginnings and it's Women's History Month, all in the same month. So, that's why it's my favorite month. I need spring to be here, y'all, because this winter is it's not doing it for me. But anywho, feel free to drop your questions, your comments into the chat, and we can discuss them here live. Or if you're watching the replay, then I will respond to your comments. But let me know how you're watching. Let me know if you're part of the live crew or the replay crew. Either way, I would love to hear from you. So, I'm doing this topic for live today because I thought it was appropriate since we're heading into spring and a time of rebirth and new beginnings, also coupled with the celebration of Women's History Month. So I want to talk about this because I think we avoid this topic as coaches and consultants at all costs, and I think it's time to really bring it to the forefront. So especially if you're trying to grow your coaching or consulting business this year, this is really important. So when I talk to coaches and consultants about where and how they feel stuck in their business, some of the things that I hear typically are I'm not getting clients consistently. I need to develop a signature program. People aren't showing up for my workshops, my calls, my lives. No one can afford my services. No one is buying. I've tried everything. And the same people actually are saying, this is going to be my year. This is the year I'm going to turn my business around. I'm going to do big things this year, right? I'm going to be the number one coach in my niche because I know that I know more than most of the coaches out here in my niche, right? And honestly, that's probably true. You probably do know more than a lot of the coaches out here, right? But you're the best kept secret. So let me ask you this, right? And this is typically how I have this conversation with potential clients is what are you going to do differently to make that happen, to make your goals a reality, right? What have you changed in your business, right, to be able to reach that goal? So when you're feeling stuck, right, stuck in a rut, unable to move past a certain point, it's because we're doing the same things over and over and getting no results. Hi, Paula, how are you? Um, it's because we're doing the same things over and over and getting little to no results, right? We tell ourselves that it's going to change, the tides will turn, but ask yourself, really truly, how long am I going to stay where I am? What is it costing me not to move forward, right? You're showing up consistently probably, but you're showing up consistently with habits that don't and won't drive your business forward, right? So you might be showing up consistently, but you're showing up consistently with habits that don't and won't drive your business forward, right? So these same people, right, are showing up with no strategy. So, no business strategy, no marketing strategy, no signature program. They don't really have their niche solidified. They haven't really identified their ideal client. They're on social media all day, but then they're swearing off social media and saying that they're going to build their business off of referrals with no clients or clients that are only friends and family. They're on every platform possible, posting, hoping, waiting, wishing. Hi, thanks for joining. And they're focusing on increasing their social media presence, right? So focusing on increasing their social media presence and still don't have a solid strategy or solid offer. Also ignoring their analytics, right? All analytics, not just social media, but everything, right? Searching for advice. So like we're searching for advice, we're finding it, We're not willing to pay to get where we need to be. And then we're also not implementing the free advice that we did get. So we just keep searching, right? You're trying to hire people and you're not making a consistent income. You're trying to pay your problems away, right? So that you don't have to deal with it. You're trying to delegate things when you yourself don't have a good handle on the task at hand. You're paying for huge promotion opportunities and don't even know how to maximize your participation in those opportunities or your presence at these engagements and things that you're paying to be a part of. I could keep going on and on. Like the list goes on and on and on. But bottom line is, this may be hard to hear. I know it is, but the reason that you're stuck in your coaching or your consulting business is you, right? For better or for worse, you are the CEO of your business and you are faced with decisions on a daily basis. You have a choice. You can choose to take the steps needed to take your business to the next level, or you can choose to stay right where you are and keep doing the same things, right? You can choose to stay in your comfort zone. You can try to create abundance out of scarcity, or you can step outside of your comfort zone, experience real growth, and experience what true abundance feels like. And newsflash, to receive abundance, it doesn't mean hustle harder, it means work smarter, right? Because if you choose to stay where you are in your coaching business and change nothing, it means that you are happy with the way that things are. And honestly, this really goes for anything in life. But that just means that you're happy with your income, you're happy with your current clients, your operations, you are content where you are. And so nothing needs to change, right? But the beauty in all of this, right, in all the things that I said is that you get to decide, right? Once you make the decision to move forward and really experience growth, you can start the process of getting unstuck, right? So let's talk about 5 things you need to do in order to be able to get unstuck. The first step is to admit that you are stuck, right? Be honest. Don't let pride get in the way of you actually getting the help that you need. If it's not working, it's not working. That is just that simple, right? Number 2, educate yourself on your situation. Self diagnosis is not going to work here, right? So, for those of you who hate going to the doctor and you are queens of WebMD, yeah. So, like, you're not going to be able to research your symptoms and figure out all the different places in your business that need to be solidified when you don't have the experience to do that. You're just not going to be able to do it. Number 3, align yourself with a coach or a mentor that can help you take your business to the next level. I always tell people, if the answer was truly out there on the internet and you could Google or YouTube it, everyone would be a millionaire. So don't fool yourself into thinking you're going to Google your way or piece together all these low-cost free offers to a profitable and sustainable business, right? You are not seeing a lot of behind the scenes and a lot of the strategy, right? Number 4, track your progress. Once you do make changes and you start to work with someone and work on your business, you know, right, best or better than anybody else what's going on in your business because you're behind the scenes, right? You're the CEO. Take inventory of where you are today, look at your numbers, what's working, what's not working, and make adjustments as needed, right? Always track your progress. Then number 5, just remember that building a business is a journey. It's a marathon, right? It's so important to have the right mindset and set proper expectations. It's not a sprint, right? It's not a sprint. If you're expecting to be an overnight success, I hate to break it to you. The odds of that happening are really slim to none. I don't care what anybody says. The odds of that happening are really slim to none. So get ready to roll up your sleeves and do the work, right? Get ready to roll up your sleeves and do the work. I tell y'all probably want to hear this, but here's another opportunity really for you to be honest with yourself, right? Are you really ready and willing to put in the work, right? You have to be honest with yourself. A lot of people say yes, they're ready, but really the answer is no. Once they find out all that's involved, they're like, yeah, no, I'm not about to do all this. And unfortunately, unlike your 9 to 5, you just can't turn the lights out and go home. It doesn't work that way. You are the one keeping the lights on, right? So you have to ask yourself if your business is going to remain a hobby or a side hustle, or if you are looking to make it, make this the way you're making your living, right? You have to be honest. And again, the choice is yours. There's no right or wrong answers, no right or wrong choices, right? Only outcomes of the choices we make as a CEO in our business. That's it. There's only outcomes, right? So I want to go ahead and pause for questions. Told you guys I'm keeping it real today because I feel like women need to hear this, right? We need to hear the truth. So pausing for questions. Do you guys have any questions or comments? While I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and recapping the 5 things that you need to do to get unstuck in your coaching or consulting business. The first thing, admit you're stuck. Just admit it. Be honest. Do not let your pride get in the way of of really you blocking your blessings or being successful. The second thing is to educate yourself on your situation, right? Just like how, when you have a cold and you're like looking up all your symptoms and you're trying to self-diagnose, right? That's not going to work here, right? You really need to make sure that you're going out and getting the help that you need, which brings me to my third point of aligning yourself with a coach or a mentor that can help take your business to the next level, right? I mean, if Michael Jordan had a coach, if Serena Williams had a coach, like they just weren't like, in their like basement or backyard figuring things out. They had someone to help them perfect their game, right? Same holds true here, right? Again, like if it was really out there for you to be a millionaire on the internet, everybody would do it. I mean, it's just that simple. Number 4, track your progress, right? So once you do start working with a coach, or start to work on your business, make sure you're tracking your progress, right? This is what it's all about. Take inventory of where you are now, what's going on behind the scenes, and then make adjustments. And then the 5th thing is making sure that you set the proper mindset or have the proper mindset so that you can set up the appropriate expectations. Hey, you can have the appropriate expectations, right? Remember, in building the business is a marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? It is not a sprint. So, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that you're going to be an overnight success and you're going to do this one thing, go viral, make all this money. I mean, honestly, guys, some people just go viral and they just go viral. That's it. Like, there's no money to be made. So people get obsessed with that. And I'm just like, that's just what it is. Like, you have to be ready and willing to put in the work. Hi. Be ready and willing to put in the work in order to be able to build your business, right? And that first step starts with being honest with yourself and where you are and deciding if you're really ready and willing to put in the work to be able to do it, right? So again, I just want to repeat that you're deciding whether or not your business is a hobby or if it's going to be something where you're going to actually make a living and provide for yourself and your family. And there's no right or wrong answer here. No right or wrong answer, right? There's no right or wrong choice. There's only outcomes of the choices that you make as a CEO in your business. That's it and that's all, right? So I don't see any questions. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, Nakia says facts, one hit wonder. Yep, one hit wonder. All right, so if you're interested in learning more about how you can get unstuck in your coaching or your consulting business, you want to develop a signature program with a curriculum or just an overall strategy for your coaching or consulting business and attract your ideal client and finally move the needle consistently, then you'll want to apply for the Brand Builder Blueprint program. You can click the link in my bio on Instagram. It's the first link. Or if you're on Facebook, the link is in the description of this live. Excuse me. Fill out the application. It's like 2 questions, and then we will have a chat. But I will welcome any questions, guys. Any questions? You have any questions? Feel free to hit me up on I was going to say the back channel. This isn't Clubhouse. You can hit me up in the DMs on Instagram. at I_simply_she, or Facebook at I Simply She, or I'm on all handles personally at Crystal Renee. Would love to hear from you all, continue the conversation. And if you found today's live helpful, please share it with a friend or a business bestie who's looking to make that decision for themselves, right? They're looking to build their business in 2022 and they're trying to decide whether or not this is really for them. Share this live and see if it gives them some insight um, and encourage them to reach out. But yeah, guys, again, happy first day of Women's History Month. If you guys go to my Instagram, my Facebook profile, there's a whole picture of me dressed as Rosie the Riveter. I dressed up today because, well, first, my staff and my other business asked me to dress up. So it's like, sure, why not? But there is kind of a little story behind it. My grandmother actually did work in a factory during World War II. That was one of her jobs, to be able to keep food on the table when she was in her younger days, and she worked at a factory, so she was really a real deal, like Rose's Riveter, like on the assembly line thing. So I don't pretend to be able to, fill my grandmother's shoes, but I definitely look up to her. She's definitely one of the women that has inspired me in my life and has always been one of my biggest supporters. So when she was here, she definitely like would have been the person to be attending my lives, even though she doesn't know how to use she didn't know how to use cell phones or technology that well. She would have made somebody turn it on for her. So, um, yeah. But I mean, I think just in general, this is one of my favorite times of the year. I think mainly because it really is my birthday month, but also because I'm really passionate about empowering women and I just want to see women win. And I want you guys to be amazing coaches and consultants. I want to see you all be able to provide the very best transformation for your clients. And so, really with that being said, you have to make a decision if you're going to be the coach that really gets your clients results. And also if you're going to have a profitable and sustainable business. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can have all those things, right? You can definitely have all those things. So definitely hit me up if you're interested in learning more. And I think that's it. I don't see any questions or comments, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And that is all. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.